Hi everybody, I'm here with Jeremy Brailsford. He is our commercial duct cleaning estimator and expert, and I'm going to ask him a few questions about duct cleaning today. So Jeremy, could you tell me what NADCA is?
NADCA is the National Air Duct Cleaning Association.
And that's an association that we're members of?
We are, yes.
And does that require any kind of certifications to be members or testing?
It does. There is two basic certifications you have to hold a membership, and there are some further certifications you could get also.
How important would you say it is to be a NADCA certified duct cleaner when you're looking at commercial duct cleaning opportunities?
I would say it's definitely an important factor. Being the National Air Duct Cleaning Association, it basically goes by certain standards in the industry, and if you're getting a certified member, you can feel safe that they're going by those standards.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see that in duct cleaning, sometimes corners get cut by some of our competitors. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so when you look at commercial duct cleaning, we're going into universities,
Yes.
high schools and elementary schools, healthcare facilities,
Yes.
property managers.
Yes. Indoor air quality these days is a big factor.
Yeah.
IAQ, people are looking for that, and it's becoming almost like a standard for people to have it done now too.
So when I look at duct cleaning, we see registers coming out of the ceilings, we see supplies and returns. Supplies are the areas that push the air out, returns pull it back in and go to the air handler. And what I've understood creates a cycle. What I understand is not everybody cleans all parts of the duct system, the HVAC system, right? Air Duct Cleaning of New England, we specialize not just the duct cleaning, but also in the HVAC mechanical system. Is that right?
Yes.
How important is that? How important are the coils to clean?
Well, it's the efficiency of the system, so it's going to affect the kicking on more and less, keeping a constant temperature so you're not constantly kicking on to catch up or shutting off to cool down. Just runs a more efficient system by having it cleaned. Maintenance basically.
Maintenance. We've also seen with the coils that they collect dust. And then the dust, because they're cooling coils, the cooling coils in the HVAC system, with the collection of the dust, there's also a water reservoir. Is that right?
Correct.
And that's where the mold starts to grow. And so when the mold, when the actual system itself starts to collect, mold starts to grow, what happens with the ducts? It pushes it through the whole building. And so that's why it's really important to understand and you have the expertise to go into the mechanical system and properly clean that. Would you say that's true?
Definitely.
All right. Definitely. How about dryer vents in commercial buildings?
Important also. I mean, dry vents can cause fires. They're fire hazards. So, you have to make sure it's done. Commercial buildings, depending on how much they use, but usually commercial is used more than, a regular suburban type of household. So
how often should dry vents be cleaned on a commercial, like on an apartment building?
Apartment buildings, I would probably do it close to twice a year. 6
Twice
months,
a year.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go more than a year, but having it done twice a year, it's not a lot of money, and it gives you that,
the peace of mind.
Peace of mind. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that lint is really flammable. That builds up in the dryer vents, and so we've seen some. Oh my goodness, just completely backed up and completely full. The residential duct cleaning, I think, is important for a multitude of reasons, and really it's kind of case by case, house by house. What is your indoor environment like? Do you have pets? Do you have carpeting? Are you in a wooded area or an urban area? How clean do you keep your house? All of these are factors on how often you should clean the ducts in your home. Is it a two-story with a two system, or is it a one system? Is it in the attic?
In the house.
Smoking? People smoke in the house still?
You do.
Don't smoke in the house. Don't smoke, period. Jeremy, when you do an inspection for duct cleaning, are you looking for signs of mold contamination?
Yes. I mean, if there is mold contamination that is visible or in the ductwork that you can see, sometimes the job is not possible. The ductwork may have to be replaced at that point.
And you're talking lay flat. You're talking flex duct, right?
Flex duct.
Flex
yeah,
duct.
The metal trunk work generally does not grow mold on metal unless there's some type of contamination in there.
Big layer of dust.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then you can have mold grow on there. But if you just had a clean ductwork, you really wouldn't have to worry about that. The flex, and it could be cleaned also if there was, but the flex really can't be cleaned. That's generally any flex work that's moldy is generally suggested to be replaced.
So if it's general maintenance with flex duct, with the soft trunks that go through the attics or the space, we can clean that?
Oh, absolutely.
And how do we clean that?
Usually with forced air, some type of either air whipping tool or brush tool, and it's got to kind of, for the flex, it's got to be a soft, can't be a hard bristle type of thing. And we just force the air and whip the edges of it, and we have it hooked up to a vacuum at the same time. So when we're stirring up that dust, it's getting vacuumed up to collect
Right,
it.
so we push the air in, and we capture it on the other side, and we agitate inside the duct to create that airborne bloom of dust and particles and particulate and all that stuff, push it through, capture it into the HEPA vacuums,
Exactly.
and we get rid of it and clean it that
Exactly.
way. Do we disinfect the ductworks too?
We do. So when we clean the coil or the machine itself, we're using like a simple degreaser type of cleaner. We also have what's called Enviro, which is an HVAC safety disinfectant.